Hi all, welcome to Care for You, empowering healthcare through innovation. This is helpful for doctors, hospitals, pharmacy, and labs. To start with, we need to register ourselves. Now, let me take you through this application. Click on Register here. As you can see here on left hand side, there are various options available as doctor, hospital or clinic, lab, pharmacy. Now I register myself as a doctor. Now let me start entering all the mandatory fields. I enter here the name as Aparna. Next move on to email. Give valid email ID as aparna1@gmail.com. We need to note down this email ID as this would be the user ID while logging into the account. Then we give password. Enter the password for confirm password. Next, in contact number, give one valid 10-digit mobile number. Registration number is a particular doctor's registered number. For example, I enter here as 19. Average service time is the time taken by a doctor to treat a particular patient. For example, I enter here as 15. Next, we move on to specialization. In specialization, for example, I select as cardiology. Next, click on accept terms and conditions and click on register. Now here is the profile of Dr. Aparna. In personal information, there are various other details. If you want to give, you can give your alternate contact number, address, location, and PIN code. Then click on save. Next, we move on to education tab. Here, we need to give what education the particular doctor has gone through, from which college, city. Now, click on add education. In education, enter as MBBS. Next, college can be as SPB. City would be as Cuttack. And year of passing out would be, for example, say 2000. Now, click on submit. The details have been successfully added. Okay. Now, next we move on to specialization or expertise. Here we need to enter in which field particularly the doctor is specialized in and some few description. Now click on add specialization. As entered previously, we can enter in specialization as cardiology. In description, you can give a brief description about your specialization. For example, I give you a test. Now click on submit. Now you can see your details have been successfully added. Okay. Now again we move on to experience. Here we need to give years of experience and in which field the particular doctor is experienced in. Now click on add experience. For example, let's say the total years of experience is 5 years and doctor is experienced in surgery. Enter this and click on submit. Here also the details have been successfully added. If you need to add any more experience, you can do so by clicking on add experience and then your other field of experience. Next, we move on to awards or research. If you have received any award or done any research, then you can do so by clicking on add award or research. For example, I enter here as ABC. click on submit. Here also the details have been successfully added. Click on OK. Next we move on to manage schedule. Here you can see already the login ID, name and address details are present. We need to add schedule configurations and service schedules. Let's start with schedule configuration. You can see here we need to add various details. Let's click on edit record. Now let's say the start time of the doctor is 9 hours, end time is 16 hours, and the doctor works from Sunday till Saturday. So we need to give in this format. Average service time is already added, and if the doctor takes a break for 1 hour, give the break period as 1. Break period start time, let's say as 13 hours, and break period end time, let's say as 14 hours. Click on save. You can see all the details have been added over here successfully. Then next let's move on to service schedules. Here there are various scenarios possible in which a doctor can go to multiple hospitals. In a particular day there can be multiple service. So let's start by adding records. First click on add new record. Now for example on Monday the doctor goes to Apollo Bhubaneswar. Start time is 9 hours and end time is 16 hours. Now click on save. You can see the first record has been added successfully. Now let's go for one more scenario in which in a particular day the doctor sees in two ways. Let's enter the day as Tuesday. The doctor sees by himself at his home for say 2 hours, from 9 hours to 11 hours. Now click on save. You can see this data has been successfully added. Again, let's say on Tuesday itself the doctor goes to one more hospital. Now let's click on again add new record. Enter the day as Tuesday, hospital as Kalinga Hospital. From 9 hours to 11 hours he sees by himself. So next let's enter here as from 11 hours to 16 hours. Now click on save. The data have been successfully added. Now let's go for one more scenario in which a doctor goes to a particular hospital on 2 days. For example, I enter here as Wednesday and Thursday. So we need to follow one format as first we need to enter the day, then give one comma, then we enter the second day. And I select the hospital as KIMS. In both the days, the start time would be 9 hours and the end time would be, let's say, 16 hours. Now click on save. The details have been successfully added. You can see we have entered the details in 3 scenarios. There can be multiple scenarios also in which one doctor can add. So, and that can be configured as per the. As you can see, we have entered details for 4 days, Monday till Thursday. And we have not entered anything for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. In that case, a particular patient cannot take appointment from the doctor. So accordingly, as per the doctor, various scenarios configuration can be done. Now this is what is all about registration schedule. Next we will move on to appointments. Thank you.